About a week ago, NASA announced the discovery of water on the moon. Originally, it was believed that water could only exist in shadowed craters, where the water could remain frozen, but recently scientists found water in soil that was in direct sunlight. On average, 1 cubic meter of lunar soil was found to contain about 12 ounces of water. Although the moon is still technically drier than the Sahara Desert, this is an exciting discovery. Finding water on the moon is important for many reasons. 1. It aids in confirming our assumption that water is abundant in the universe and can be found almost anywhere. This is good news for future human space expansion, as it means water will not be an expensive resource since it won't be hard to come by. Any future lunar colony won't need water brought from Earth. Instead, they could harvest it on the moon if it is more cost-effective. Having easy access to water on the moon would mean the lunar colony would likely be able to experiment with lunar farming and food production. It is unlikely that there is any form of life on the surface of the moon, as the surface is bombarded with cosmic rays, not protected by any significant atmosphere or magnetic field. The surface also experiences extreme changes in temperature. Still, the discovery of water on the moon raises the chances of this. If a life form were found, it would likely be a unicellular organism found deep down in the lunar soil, away from the surface radiation. However, the water is either frozen in droplets dispersed throughout the soil, or it is frozen in between the lunar soil particles. The water is likely not present in liquid form, and this lowers the likelihood of finding life there. This discovery has intrigued scientists as it is somewhat of an anomaly. Any water in sunlit portions of the moon should theoretically be evaporating off into space, especially because the moon doesn't have an atmosphere. It is believed that either some process is creating the water on the moon, or something is keeping it trapped there despite being in contact with sunlight. More research will have to be done to understand the full mechanics of what is happening here. It could be that both are happening, or perhaps something else completely unexpected is happening. As mentioned earlier, this finding helps to solidify the theory that water is abundant in the universe. After all, it is a very simple molecule, only being comprised of 2 hydrogen atoms and an oxygen atom. These elements are abundant in the universe, so it makes sense that water would be abundant as well. In our own solar system, many other bodies are confirmed to have water, including Mars, Jupiter's moon Europa, Saturn's moon Enceladus, and even Pluto. Elsewhere in the universe, it is likely that some planets may be completely covered in water. Some of these so-called water worlds would have shallow oceans, while others would have an extremely thick hydrosphere of water, with oceans that are hundreds of kilometers deep. As always, thank you for watching, and subscribe for more content.